Alright. Let's get into it. Make you invisible. Alright, you're back at it again. Oh, can't forget something very important. Hello. Hope that wasn't on stream. On PC. Off. Quiet. Okay. Yeah, back at it again. Didn't think I'd be streaming again this soon. But, you know, why the fuck not? I started waking up early in the mornings, and I actually have time to do stuff in the morning. So, that's when I'll do things, without bothering people. Well, I hope I bother some people, but like in a good way. Alright, let's just jump into it. Yeah, let's just jump in. Yeah, because it's gonna auto start into episode 2, because I didn't start that at all. Episode 2, Turnabout Corner. As long as we draw breath, the wheel of fate turns. Hello? Spinning big crimes and little crimes together. And when the wheel stops, the power of Nintendo DS, you die. June 15th, 1912 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. 2 months have passed since Mr. Gavin's arrest. My first trial. And I lost both my mentor and my job. Yeah, I'll admit it. I was screwed. But even when I hit bottom, I told myself I'd never come here, honest. Here being the legendary Wright & Co. Law Offices. Okay, just justice time. Time to stop trembling. Ah, you must be here for the interview right this way, huh? All right, Juicy. Hello there. You found the right place. Welcome. What's with this girl? Well now, shall we begin? Begin what? Right, first things first. Any special talents? Talents? Yes, well, you must have at least one. I guess defending? Defending. An unusual talent, but it'll do. With a little jazzing up, of course. You think so? Let's give it a go, shall we? Go ahead, show me. Defend! Just give it all you've got. Don't hold back now. What are you talking about? I can't just defend here. First lesson. Professional can perform anywhere. Thanks. We want people to be laughing with us, not at us. Thanks. But I'm not sure why they should be laughing at all. What? What exactly do you think you came here to do? What? Defend? No? Excuse me, but do you know where you are? The Wright & Co. Law Offices, right? Oh, I was afraid of that. Don't worry, you're not the first. Look, what's going on here? Who are you? I came here to meet with the person in charge. Well, you've apparently made no fewer than 2 mistakes. Mistakes? But I got a call from Mr. Wright this morning. Perhaps you should go read the sign out front again? What's there to read? Look, it says right there. Oh. Why does it say Wright Talent Agency? Welcome to the Wright Talent Agency, where you've always come to the right place. I'm Trucy Wright, CEO. Trucy Wright, CEO. I'm a magician. It all came flooding back. The trial. That girl. Hello, sir. Please, pick a card. Girl. Goyle. That's right. She's my daughter. Trucy. Right? Here, check out our flyer. So, what's your name? Apollo. Apollo Justice. Attorney at law. Oh, we have a menu. New mechanics. Right talent agency. So, is this really a talent agency? You bet. Daddy started it 7 years ago when he quit law. Of course, we only have 2 people signed up right now. 2 people? Does that include you? Trucy Wright, magician extraordinaire. I've done a lot of stage shows. Paid, too. I'm a professional, you know. Right. Promise you'll come to one of my shows, okay? Let's see. Oh, and the other person our agency represents is Phoenix Wright, pianist extraordinaire. Your dad, in other words. Didn't he say he couldn't play the piano? Our agency doesn't see that as a problem. Why, there are many magicians who can't do magic. At least you're optimistic, I'll give you that. So you're his, Phoenix Wright's daughter? That's right. After Daddy quit law 7 years ago, I promised I would keep him fed. So I'm kind of his sugar daddy. Get it? No. I'm in charge of this whole office, too. Pretty amazing for a young lass of 15, wouldn't you agree? But 15? How old is Mr. Wright? Daddy? Oh, he's 33 this year. I'm sure there's a good explanation. I hope. She's adopted. Phoenix Wright. About Mr. Wright giving up law. It was because of that incident 7 years ago, wasn't it? You know about that? Not the details. I remember the news, though. It was a big deal. So I hear. I was too young to understand what was going on. I'll ask Daddy about it next time I get a chance. Daddy, right. That reminds me, about Mr. Wright. He gave me a call this morning to come in. Daddy's not here right now. He's in the hospital. The hospital? Yeah. He's on a strict bed rest until he gets better. What? Okay. Which hospital's Mr. Wright in? I'll pay him a visit. Oh, the Hickfield Clinic. It's quite close. Right. Well, I'll be going now, and I'll, give this showbiz gig some thought, okay? Wait, I'll go with you. Oh, he didn't check out the leaves. So, this is Mr. Wright's hospital. Oh god. Oh god, he's back. I forgot he was in this game.
Hey, visitors are you?
Yeah, are you the doctor?
Dr. Hickfield's the name.
Good morning, doctor.
You
know what?
Yoda, Truce, good as ever.
Is this Daddy's room?
Oh, yeah, except he's gone for a morning checkup. Be back soon. How are you, Mr. C? Got any places you'd like to examine?
Doctor, the nurse was looking for you.
Why, if it isn't the daddy old cute, there's a little thing in town. Guess I'll be off then. Later, Drew, see you. I'm a creep.
I don't want to sincerely voice that guy, so that's what I'm doing. Wow, what an odd bird that guy was. Good morning. Didn't expect you so soon, Apollo. Mr. Wright. Now let's examine. You snuck some grape juice in again? The doctor said you weren't supposed to drink that here. Juicy. Look at the label. Oh. Deep sea mineral water. That's fine, I guess.
I switched the labels. Don't tell Juicy, Kay.
What can I say?
The man loves his grape juice.
How messy this is. You're just hopeless without me, aren't you, Daddy?
She doesn't have to clean up. Look out. You got me. What can I say? I was raised in a barn. Try not to let word get out, Apollo, if you don't mind. Yeah, I might ruin your illustrious career pretending to play piano. A swaying spiral stack of DVDs. The Steel Samurai, the Nickel Samurai, the Pink Princess, the Zappy Samurai, Electric Bugaboo. They're all children's action hero shows. This kid I know keeps sending them to me. Huh? Like a niece or a nephew? Something like that. Quite the collection. This kid's parents must really be generous with their allowance. Funny, Mr. Wright doesn't seem the type that kids would like. Present a Tony badge.
Looks strangely familiar. But you don't recognize an Tony's badge. It's been 7 years. I've forgotten a lot of things.
I'm just fucking around right now. Okay, let's do the story.
What happened? So, what happened?
Who could have imagined it? Me, victim of a hit and run. You were hit by a car? Oh, he tried to swerve. I'll give him that. Picture me tossed 30 feet in the air. Only stopping when my head hit that telephone pole.
You hit a telephone pole with your head? Are you okay?
Thankfully, my only injury was a sprained ankle.
Really, as lucky as they say. That is kind of insane.
About Juicy.
There's something that, well, it just doesn't sit right. I just can't believe you have a daughter, Mr. Wright. And she's so big. Not fat, or, but, you know what I mean?
Oh, Juicy's still a child.
Daddy, how many times do I have to remind you? I'm not a child anymore.
But you'll always be Daddy's little baby girl to me, Juicy.
My foot. I'm not buying it.
Oh, something you should know about Juicy. She's a magician, right? She told me. Not a mere stage magician. She's a genius.
Oh, Daddy.
You'll soon come to appreciate her talent.
You could just tell me things instead of insinuating them.
God, fucking take a screen cap of that shit. Fucking tell me instead of insinuating. Looking at fucking trails of Cold Steel ass. Fucking... Anyway.
So, why did you contact me? What could the Right Talent Agency possibly want with me?
No need to get prickly now.
Hey, I didn't even ask to be dragged in like this. Huh, but didn't you come in the office of your own free will anyway?
Well, yeah, of course. Help, we're in big trouble here at the office. Big.
I thought someone was dying.
So you don't think this is big trouble? My talent agency represents only 2 people, and one of them is in the hospital.
That's right, Daddy. How are we going to pay this month's rent and the groceries?
Yeah, that's the problem with such a tight operation. It's a symbiotic relationship. When one of us falls, the others too must fall.
Hey, this isn't exactly a suitable conversation to be having with a 15-year-old kid.
In any case, if Apollo here can't help you, you'll have to transfer to a new school. Again.
No, I can't. I only just made friends. How could you do this to me? To us? Polly? What? Now it's my fault?
On that note, how about you come work for us? I've got the perfect client for you already lined up.
The client? You mean I get to do my job? I get to defend in a court? All right, I'll hear what you have to say. You got him, Daddy. Hook, line, and sinker.
Uh-huh. Now it's time to reel him in.
It's official. I'm scared.
Our client.
Alright, so who's the client?
Ah, yes. Here, take a look at the map, and I'll explain. Last night, I left the office just before 9 o'clock. I was going to that Indocine pasta joint. Alden Tay's. I played piano there, of course. That's when it happened. The car sent me flying, nicked a telephone pole, and zoomed away. Creepy, huh? Just a tad. It's almost as creepy as hearing you tell a story like it was no big deal. The car sped off in this direction. Vroom vroom. So, good luck.
Huh?
You wanted a client, didn't you? Well, I'm your client. Find the guy who knocked me into that telephone pole.
Well, hold on. I'm a defense attorney, not a detective.
Don't worry, once you found the guy, I intend to sue him. Then you can stick it to him in court.
I'm not a prosecutor either. I'm sorry, but this is crazy. I'm going home.
Don't get so worked up. It was just a joke.
Huh? No, Daddy. Sorry, Apollo. He just loves jokes, you know? Even the ones that aren't very funny.
Your real client should be stopping by the office any time now.
The office? You mean the talent agency? No harm in going. It's not like I have anything else to do.
One more thing. Don't look into my Do look into my accident too, would you? I marked the scene of the tragedy on this map. It's right in front of the park. Should be easy to find.
So he's going to make me investigate this after all. Court record!
Alright, I guess move. Vigima Games. We gamin'. We Vigima gamin'.
Hey, how long are you planning on making me wait, eh? Ah, good morning.
Oh, that fucking, I was wrong with who it was. I don't remember.
Hey there. Oh, something. Well, I guess something like this. Hey there, Trissy doll. Sounds like your pup's had a bit of a rough spot, eh?
All's well that ends well, I guess. This is our client?
Hey, so this is that Paulo fellow, eh?
Yes, the name's Apollo.
Look at him here. Arms all crossed like, ready to fight.
Yes, sir. You don't mean that literally, do you?
The boss told you what I need, right? Don't let me down now, Paulo.
Don't worry about your defense, sir. I'm on it.
Defense? Your noodle half cooked. It's too late for defense. My castle's been stormed. My keep's been kept. My noodle stand's been stolen.
Noodle? You know Mr. Eldon? From the noodle stand, don't you, Polly? No nicknames, please. And no, of course I don't know him.
You new to these parts?
Not really?
Then you know the best noodles in town. Eldon's Noodles.
Huh? Whose noodles?
My noodles. Help me out here, Trissy doll.
This is, Mr. Guy Eldon, my client. Maybe, you can tell us what the problem is, Mr. Eldon.
Harmonica. Anything for you, Trissy doll.
First, I think there's an achievement for this.
Ack, don't touch Mr. Charlie.
Mr. Charlie?
He's been in this office much longer than I have. Daddy's mentor had a great fondness for Mr. Charlie. He's lived here since Daddy was a rookie attorney.
Huh, Mr. Charlie. Right.
Now I take care of him.
I think I have to check on that every case to get an achievo. I guess, you know, I'll look at this room real quick. A blue silk hat, just like the one Juicy is wearing. I'm not gonna voice act these, I just want to, like, read them real quick. Know who I am, nothing says magician, like a silk top hat. Anything here? Ooh, this looks lore. I want to look at lore stuff. An old sepia-tinted photo of a man in a silk top hat.
That's my favorite magician. I want to be just like him someday.
Sure, nice. I guess it's good to have a role model, even if he's got to be well over 100.
How rude.
Okay, so he looks low important, because I know there's like some weird magician stuff later on. That's like the last case, I think, though. Alright, talk. Who's this guy? So, you want a noodle stand, Mr.
Eldoon. Guy Eldoon's the name, and noodles are my game. The secret's in the soup. I've been searching for the perfect soup for a year and a half.
Oh, that's not that long, really.
My family's been noodle men for generations. Got a lot of expectation on my shoulders. 15 fathers passing down the noodle for 15 sons.
That's a pretty old noodle.
Aye, and fool that I was, I pushed it away. Rebelled against my pops and picked another livelihood, but that didn't turn out so well.
Oh.
There was no denying it. Salted broth run through these veins, boy.
So it was like destiny that you became what you are.
Right, destiny's the word. Oh, I fought it. But in the end, I was bound by the twisted noodle of fate.
Not a mental image I care to linger on.
So, last year, I started my noodle stand. The 15th generation of Eldoon's noodles.
So tell me more about Eldoon's noodles.
You don't know the genius that are my noodles? I make them so salty, why, they're saltier than salt!
Now I really don't want to find out. Daddy's a regular at his noodle stand.
He frequented my pop stand back during his attorney days, too. Yep, him and his assistant.
I'm sorry? I'll be sure to drop by your stand soon.
Wish you could, Sonny.
Eh?
Heck, I wish I could. I'd give anything for a bowl bout now.
What do you mean?
It was stolen. My stand gone.
Stolen?
It was last night. It was doing my rounds, blowing my whistle.
It's like an ice cream truck spelled, but louder. He even gets complaints.
Uh-huh. Now you're just trying to butter me up.
That sounds more like the blues than a whistle.
I closed up my stand for the night and parked by the house. Then, this morning, dark and early, it was gone! My keep! My castle! Ooh! Oh, hey.
Maybe some bum carted it off? Just guessing here.
Well, I don't know who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. Oh, my noodle bowls were in there too.
That's the saddest thing I've heard all day.
You know it. Anyhows, that's the deal. Good luck.
Good, huh? Wait, what exactly is your request?
My noodle stand. Find it. And the day you bring my baby back is the day you feast on as many noodles as you want. Course I make it so hot and salty, 2 bowls will kill a man. Then I'd really need defense.
Speaking of defense, that's what I do. I'm a lawyer, not a detective.
This is where I live. You drop by if you need any info, okay? I'm just gonna ignore everything you say, so do what I say. Get it back today if you can, Bullo. I got noodles to make.
Things have certainly taken a turn for the bizarre. Traffic accidents and noodle stand thieves. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about too, Apollo.
Huh? I have a bad feeling about this.
Ah, listen to the latest problem now. Don't be cruel.
I lost something last night. That is, something was stolen.
Hey, what's this? More thieving and skullduggery?
Well, someone stole a pair of my panties.
Panties? This is... It's not as bad as you think, guys. I have played this bit. It is bad. It's pretty stupid, but it's not bad. I mean, it's bad, but not in the bad way. So they were, stolen.
My panties, yes. Right, panties.
That's a crying shame. That is, Trucidol.
I was alone in the office last night. I was hung my panties out the window there to dry. When a thief came and took them, my favorite panties. I ran after him. Give those back, I shouted, wait! Well, that was certainly brave of you, but I lost him. Without those panties, I don't know what I'll do.
A darn crying shame, yep.
Well, at least the scene of the crime is convenient. I'll mark it on your map.
I'll be heading home now. Remember finding my stand, or there's an empty bowl in your future, Paulo.
Right.
And you help out Trucidol here, too, you hear?
Things have certainly picked up, haven't they? We had no work yesterday, and now we have 3 cases. I guess. 2 of them are internal, though. Let's see where we stand. Not in a courtroom. That's where, Well, the first item on our list, Phoenix Wright. Daddy's hit-and-run accident. We have to find the one who hit him. Who's going to pay us for this again? And the second item... My mic, sorry. Mr. Eldune's request to find a stolen stand. For which we stand to gain a bowl of salty noodles. And the last request is mine, to find my stolen panties. That bowl of noodles is looking better and better. Let's go, Polly. To the streets! Aren't you enthusiastic? How could I not be? Let's crack these cases, you and me. I guess we might as well get started. Let's see, a hit and run, a stolen stand, and last but not least, stolen panties! Yay! How do I do I have a map that I can actually... Okay, I do have a map, which is my core record. So I'm already in the right office. So can I just, do that first? Get it over with? $46. Man, he is a rough 46. I guess Stand Thief, because I don't know how to check out the office. So, what's this place? This would be Mr. Eldune's house, silly. Oh, so this is where his stand was stolen from. I can see a piece of evidence lying on the ground already. Hey! Look, there's a police car parked over there. You're right. What's with the sparkly entrance? What is this place, a hospital? There's a sign, Mayor Kit's Clinic. Oh, that's where the thief went. The thief? The one who snatched my panties. He ran into the clinic last night. God, I'm gonna have to keep fucking saying that word, aren't I? Wait, maybe that police car is here to find my panties. God. I have, like, people trying to sleep in the next room over, and I'm just yelling panties over and over again. What is my life? I doubt it. Well, there's only one way to be sure. Let's investigate. There you are. Alright, guy.
There you are, Sonny. Well, you find anything yet?
No, not yet.
The longer you loaf around, you're saltier than your victory bowl gets. Just remember that.
This bowl of noodles is sounding less like payment and more like punishment. I guess talk. So your stand, Eldune's noodles, was it?
Hey, passed down from the father to son. That stand's seen its share of salt. Salt runs in the family, you might say.
I bet high blood pressure does that too. So your stand, Eldon's Noodles, was stolen.
Oh, it wasn't just a stand that was stolen, sonny boy. I lost 3 wobbly wheels, my salt-crust stew pot, and my stained sign. I didn't just lose a stand, I lost a legend!
No one steals a legend and gets away with it on my watch. Let's find that legend, Apollo.
Isn't it about time he bought a new one anyway? Are there any more details you could give me about the stand?
You bet, sonny boy! It happened last night. It was blowing my whistle like always, crying the town I was. The smell of broth filled the streets, thick and salty. I got home, well, right after before 10 p.m., I reckon.
Guess he's not aiming for the late night market.
I washed my bowls and gave the wheels a squirt of grease. Then I went inside.
I mean, 10 is a pretty, reasonable closing time.
When did you notice it had been stolen?
Early this morning. Before the sun rose, work starts early.
Does that mean people eat noodles for breakfast?
I'm washed up on the salty shores of ruination. That stand had my whole life in it. Nay, my whole being.
They took everything?
All my soup stock, my noodles, my bowls, and my dreams.
At least they left one bowl. Look here on the ground.
If you don't find that stand today, then I'll be forced to walk the streets peddling that poem, my last bowl.
This guy's actually really fun to voice. Please, I'm under enough pressure here as it is.
That's it. That's where the thief who snatched my panties ran to.
It's a crying shame, that is. If they have to steal, make it my loincloth, not some pretty girl's panties.
The garage, right. You don't think the thief lives here, do you?
Fair. I wouldn't put it past that good-for-nothing doctor.
Huh? Do I detect a little animosity here? Let's make sure to check out that garage thoroughly. Alright, guess look at doggo.
Look, a doggy. Good boy, Salty.
I'm sure the dog has a real name, Trucy.
Yep, sure does. Name's Spoon. And it's a she, by the way.
Spoon doesn't seem so lively.
She didn't get her bowl of salty broth this morning. That's why. Poor little thing.
Apollo, let's find that stand soon. For Spoon's sake.
I'm pretty sure dogs aren't supposed to eat noodles. Yeah. Let's look at the bowl. Is this yours, Mr. Eldoon?
Hey, that there's the heart and soul of Eldoon's noodles. The bowl absorbs my salty soup. Pretty soon it's gonna taste just like noodles.
Wow, it does smell like noodles.
Oh, my other bowls got taken away with my stand. Get it back from me, sonny boy. I'm begging you.
Court record.
This house is, well, it's old.
It's been well loved, that's for sure. I've lived here with my wife for many years now. It's got character, though, just like my soup.
I always thought character was a positive thing. There's a handwritten sign here. Save the light.
Save the light indeed. Mr. Eldoon's house is practically in the dark here.
I guess the hospital clinic next door blocks the sunlight.
Everything's gone wrong since they built this monstrosity. Broth needs sun or it rots. What's a man to do? They just want my customers to get food poisoning so they can turn a pretty profit.
That seems a lot of trouble to go through for a few extra patients. I mean, some places would. Looks like the oil drum is connected to that sink over there.
But he might want to do the dishes. How environmentally conscious.
You don't think he uses rainwater to cook his noodles and make the broth, do you?
No, I'm sure he finds the best water money can buy.
Taste is business, you know. Look, that sign over there. Eldon's only uses water from all natural sources. I think I'll take a rain check on eating here. That door sure is sparkly. Uh-huh. Looks more like a casino parlor than a hospital. They must be quite profitable. Funny, it looks closed. Maybe they're on vacation today? Okay, there we go. Okay, for a second there I thought that was Lupin the Third. It's not. Police! I understand if there was an ambulance outside, but a police car? Maybe they're tax evaders. Oh, sorry, miss, not going into the clinic today? Did something happen? Oh no, nothing to say here, move along. You'll have to find someplace else to play doctor. Do we look like the right age to be playing doctor? We need a little more info on this Meerkat's clinic. We could ask Mr. Aldoon. He is their neighbor and all. And we should check out that garage. What if the thief who stole my panties is still in there? Stop saying panties. No clues here. Guess we can't go inside. Bargain 3 shots for the price of 1? What? Looks like they have a special offer going on? 3 shots for the price of 1. Ooh, now that's our chance, Apollo. Chance for what? I don't need any shots, thank you. Well, Wenzel's clinic seems to be pretty business-minded. Anyone to talk to? I guess Meerkat's clinic. Hey, do you think there's something happened next door? There's a police car out front.
Probably gave someone a food poisoning, I'll bet.
If anyone's at risk of giving someone food poisoning.
That police car got here this morning, actually. I asked what they were up to, but they wouldn't even tell me, the neighbor. Not that I'm surprised much. That doctor works for the wrong crowd. It was just a matter of time before he got what was coming to him.
The wrong crowd?
Never you mind about that.
Am I done here? I guess type.
That's the place right there. That's where I kept my stand, covered all nice and butter with that blue dot there.
So you used this plastic sheet to cover your stand that night? I see.
You see? What? Did you figure out why it was stolen?
Well, no, but it doesn't suggest that the thief knew what he or she was looking for. They clearly knew what was under the sheet.
So it wasn't one of those casual drive-by stand snatches, you mean? Not bad, Center Boy. Not bad at all.
That feels like information. Can I go, like, inside the garage? Oh, yes, I can go inside the garage. Cool, let's do that.
This is the place. This is where the panty snatcher ran.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Let's look for clues.
Clues to a panty snatching.
Clues like a pair of panties.
Trucy, could you not try saying panties so many times? I'm reading this out loud and people might hear me. It's kind of embarrassing. There's something about this car.
Let's take a closer look.
Well, let's get this out of the way. That reminds me. I once read a record of a case that Mr. Wright worked on many years ago. Apparently there was this car with a piece of cloth shoved into the tailpipe. That piece of cloth turned out to be a vital clue to be solving the case. Wow. I remember that case record whenever I'm checking out a car. And I always check the tailpipe. Everyone's got a hobby, I guess. Wouldn't it be funny if... Hey, there's something in here. What? Well, wait a second. Are these your... Ah, what the... My panties.
What already?
Wow, thank you, Apollo. You're a genius. Amazing. No, really, don't mention it. Ever. No, I'm serious. I'm really impressed. You must have a nose for finding girls' panties. I don't want to... I hate these sentences I'm saying. I don't have enough shame as an actor yet. Or I haven't killed enough shame. What are those? What are those? My little panties, of course. They've come home to Mama. Can't wait to use them. You're going to put... What? Watch closely now. See? Nothing in the panties. Ta-da!
What? Where'd that come from? How'd that bowl get in your... What?
They're an extra-dimensional space. Anything can fit in there. They are my magic panties. I hate this. This is... Just because I'm reading this out loud, other people might hear me yell this without context from another room. That's my weird embarrassment hell for me right now. They love them over at Wonder Bar. I do shows there nightly. You mean
the pennies are just a prop? You could have told me a little sooner.
Well, that's one case closed at least.
What are you saying?
We still have to catch the sly devil that ran off with my tool of trade. Oh, right. Something tells me we're not finished searching this garage anyway. Alright, the pretty pink thing, what are you? Look, a cell phone. Someone dropped it beneath the tire. If the car moved, it'd be crushed for sure. I wonder if it belongs to the doctor here. We should bring it to him later. Evidence. Hey, look at that! The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue. What, you're smiling like you know something I don't. You aren't keeping a clue for me, are you, Polly? A clue, let's see. I think I'll do just the thing I have in mind. I guess this. That's your clue? Sorry, but that leaves me feeling kind of clueless. But I like daughter with humor, apparently. I need to bluff here, Apollo. Save that for the court. Thanks for the advice. Oh. Okay, I have to do this again until I present the right evidence. What am I supposed to show here? Can I not show anything yet? Do I not have the right evidence? Do I have to go to the... Mr. Salty, so cute, very endearing mascot. You know, come to think of it, it looks like a lot like you, Apollo.
Can I help it if I like red?
Hand the bottom of the bowl. No, when I touched it, the paint flaked off. I must have painted on the hand with the professional after buying these cheapest. Could find the paint flaked off. That might be important. Nope, don't want to look at those. I don't think I can present this yet. I think I have to go to the site of the accident.
Cat. Hey, a kitty cat. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Meow. Meow.
It's not coming down.
Well, we do look kind of suspicious, you'll have to admit.
It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you.
This fucking cord. Just getting a little in the way. Okay. Skelly Bones, hello.
Someone's there! No, it's just a gold-painted human skeleton.
Just a human skeleton painted gold.
There's a mannequin hand waving to us from the box behind the skeleton. This place just screams hospital storage, don't you think?
It screams something, that's for sure. Oh, ladder. This is also an achievement. Look, it's a folding ladder.
Polly, that's called a step ladder. Come on.
A step ladder? How is that different from a regular ladder?
It's much more complex piece of machinery. It's like two ladders stuck together.
So you admit that basically it's a ladder, right? Oh, look at that. It's a bot. I kill. Bot is dead. You have to look past the form at the essence of the thing.
Can we talk about something else?
Yes, please. Alright. I think I'm done here. Alright. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go to the scene of the accident. June 15th, accident scene.
So this is where Mr. Wright got hit by that car. According to the map, this is the place. What a huge mansion. Apollo, there's a nice-looking lady over there. Let's question her.
Okay. I'm a little curious about the park over there, too. Wait, what's up with that lady? Like trying to hop the fence.
Excuse me, can we have a few words with you?
What the fuck am I gonna do with her voice?
You want something?
Whoa, that's husky voice.
Yeah, I'll do something kind of like this.
That'll do.
That's quite a house you've got there. You must have a lot of money.
Whew, money sounds like something my son would call his friends. This is the Kitkai family mansion, little girl. You kid with the hair. You want something?
Me? Not a thing. Bye. Apollo, we can't leave without questioning her. What if she knows something?
But the Kitakai family, they're the biggest organized crime syndicate in town.
If you're going to ask something, ask it. If you're man enough.
Right. Yeah, well, whip him into shape, ma'am.
Does she know no fear?
I'm Plum Kitakai, wife of the fourth head of the Kitakai family business. Friends call me Little Plum.
I'm Little Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Well, looks like if looks could kill, this woman would be a mass murderer by now. Talk. The Kitakais.
Little Plum. That's a really cute nickname for someone so...
Yes.
What is it, Apollo?
How about you go through me when talking to her?
How about you go through me when talking to her? Okay, Trucy? Huh? That seems a little bit of a needless procedure. I'm a lawyer. I live for needless procedures.
Oh, little girl, you should know. We're gangsters.
Oh, should I make them Italian? I can't do fucking Italian.
Oh, gangster, that means you're the bad guys.
Trucy, through me, please. I'm begging you here.
The bad guys. I like the sound of that.
I'm going to need some warm tea after this.
It takes a lot of hard work to protect a family fortune. Things aren't as easy as they used to be for us bad guys.
So you're saying that business is in a slump? let's not ask about the business, if we can help it, please.
Last night's accident. So there was supposedly a car accident here last night.
Last night?
Of course you wouldn't know anything about it. I'm sorry to bother you.
Wait. Yes? You're talking about that man, aren't you? The one who flew 30 feet and just walked away?
That's my daddy.
I should have known. One of our capos thought he'd make a great point man.
Capo. Point man?
Could you avoid using too much, industry lingo? In any case, it's been nothing but trouble. I've been cleaning up this mess since morning. Boh.
Cleaning up this paint? Spotted paint. What's this paint spilled at the time of the accident?
It was around 9 last night. I heard a crashing noise. And found your father drowning in a sea of paint.
So you came to his rescue?
You've my husband, the boss, to thank for that. The car that hit your father knocked over this paint, and then turned the corner and sped away. We're in the middle of repainting our wall, you see.
I'm sure that dragon is glaring at me. But why are you out here cleaning it up?
What do you mean?
I mean, aren't you a gangster? Don't you have, like, any goons to do your dirty work for you? Please go through me when you want to.
Don't be such a stiff, lawyer boy. I suppose we gangsters do have a certain image.
Yes?
But we need community-oriented gangsters, you see. The boss likes to give back to the people, see.
How noble of him.
I availed myself of the public faculties to get rid of all the garbage. Now there's just the paint on the street to deal with.
Public facilities? God, that lady is having a time. I wonder if she means that trash can. It's time to look around. There's paint splashed all over this gate. What a mess. What's this paint knocked over by the car that hit my daddy?
That's right. I'm left to clean up the mess. If you find whoever did this, bring that scoundrel by, would you?
Of course! Then you can make them clean up their own mess!
You're cute. Naive, but cute. When I find whoever did this, you can bet I'll be doing some cleaning. There's nothing I dislike so much as a mess.
Ooh, I wish I could say cool things like that.
I'll bet you do.
I'd laugh if my teeth weren't chattering so hard. A brightly painted dragon. Why do I get the feeling he's glaring at me? Paints must have been to repaint the wall.
That's right, I called in an artist to do the job, right. He's the third so far.
The third?
The first spilled paint all over the entrance here, and the second on my kimono. So No, don't tell me. It's better that I don't know.
Who's that? She's looking at the park. She's pretty. I bet she has a story, you know? There is something about her. Too bad she seems to be in a bit of a rush. Personally, I'm a little more interested in this park. You know what I think? I bet they're filming a movie. Let's go take a look. Maybe we'll see someone famous. Hey, Mouse, stay out of the park. He got mad at me. Did something happen here, officer? No, move along. Nothing to say. Why don't you kids go play somewhere else? We're not kids, and we're not playing. I'm an attorney.
Something wrong?
Detective Sky, we're fine, ma'am. Nothing to report. Detective? Why is she wearing a lab coat? You're hardly one to comment on how people are dressed.
And these kids are...
Curiosity seekers, ma'am. They claim to be lawyers.
Oh, why don't you kids run along and play someplace else? Look, we're not... Oh, I might spill something on that pretty face of yours. What a dose of experimental hydrochloroquine that tastes. Come again? What's hydroxy stuff? Whatever it is, it doesn't sound good. Let's go, Trucy. Try to keep out the riffraff, if you would.
Yes, ma'am. How are we going to get more information like this?
Why don't we ask that nice woman across the street?
Oh, yeah, that nice woman. Looks like there's someone in trouble by the park gate.
I smell an incident.
Ma'am, there's no entry into the park!
No, no way. You don't tell me my dad can't go, young fella. I always walk through this park on my way home.
Please get down from there. You'll hurt yourself, ma'am.
That's quite the determined old lady.
I gotta say, I'd really like to know what happened here. Hey, I said no one goes in! Unless you want a face full of hydras or what's it?
No dice. The police are threatening violence on civilians. How lovely. There's a big trash can on the way to the park. I guess we could check it out. A detective's life show is a hard one.
I'm an attorney, actually.
Huh? Ah, 2 pieces of garbage with paint on them. These are slippers. They look like those slippers that you get at the hospital. Look at this, Apollo. Doesn't this go on a car? It's a side view mirror. This is what I need for the broken car. Looks like it was torn off when it smacked into something or someone. Wait, you don't think... I do. This could be from the car that hit Mr. Wright. Wow, and he took off its mirror? I never knew Daddy was so strong. I only have room in my pocket for one of these, though. Which do you want to take? I guess the mirror. I don't know why I can only take one, because considering I'm currently carrying a bowl, a cell phone. I mean, I guess it's not that weird. Most of this could probably fit in a bag. But slippers aren't really that... whatever. I guess I can swap that out whenever. I don't know. People Park. People Park, huh? Kind of an odd name for such an empty place. I wonder why it's named that. Hey, there's something written on the gate post. Oh yeah. Donated by Big Wins Kitakai. You mean the Kitakai family built this park? It's so nice of them to give the community like that. Let's not get too friendly with them, shall we? A gangster building a park? Odd move for a crime boss. People Park. Can I ask you a question?
What?
What happened in the park across the street?
Oh yes, quite the commotion. Chicago lightning, as the boss would say.
Chicago, huh?
Gunfire. Someone was killed. Strange circumstances, too.
You're kidding!
What a morning. Trouble everywhere. The park, the gate, even our house.
Did something happen at your house, too?
A crime without honor, without remorse.
It's a private matter. Wanna hear about it? Somehow I don't think no is an acceptable answer, Polly. A private matter. So, what happened at your house?
Bloomers. Last night.
Eh? I got a bad feeling about this.
Me, little plum Kitakai, the victim of a panty snatcher.
What? So it wasn't just my panties that was stole? Oh god, I was still talking about fucking panties.
Got you too, did they? Poor thing. Like I said, whoever did this is a hardened criminal.
It wasn't you, was it?
No, of course not. Mercy. I heard the word that panties have been disappearing lately. And the missing panties all have something in common.
It's hard to imagine Trucy and Mitakai's Apollo. Just imagine... Apollo. I'm not voicing that.
I know. We'll find you a bloomers too. Great. Show me what you have made of.
What have you got me into this time, Trucy? No.
The girl from before?
Oh, welcome home, sweetie.
Hello, Mother.
She's a Kidakai too?
Oh, miss!
Here, our flyer.
The Right Anything Agency?
Anything agency.
Yeah, do you like the new flyer? So, this is our defense attorney, Mr. Apollo Justice.
Attorney.
Drop by our office. We'll be waiting. Goodbye.
She left in a hurry.
Why did you give her a flyer? I don't know. She seemed like someone who could use some help.
She's the heiress to a gangster dynasty. She doesn't need our help.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Let's go back to Eldoon to check out that garage. Take a closer look. Alright. Taking some sip of some water. Look at that. The mirror's been broken off. Now this is a clue. Something I don't. But let's see. Show evidence. Oh, I mean... Sure, let's examine the evidence. No clues yet. I mean, it's got paint on it. Shazam. My clue is this!
Whoa, it's the same color and size and everything. A perfect match.
Just happened. That just happened. Just happened. This just happened.
Well, it looks like we've just solved a case. So the car that hit Daddy last night
is sitting right in front of us.
Yep. Wow, you put the pro in professional, Apollo.
Gee, thanks, Juicy.
Apollo?
Huh? What is it?
Now that we've solved this case, we should go report to Daddy. He'll mope if we leave him alone too long, knowing him.
Okay. He doesn't seem the type to mope, though. This is hardly a case worth reporting. I mean, like, we found the car that hit him. That seems pretty important. Move. Wait, how do I go back to the hospital? Anything left to examine in here? Oh, I can't. Okay, I can go back to the clinic from here. Yo, how's it going?
Daddy, how do you feel?
Not bad, Juicy. Not bad. It's good to have you youngins on the case. Let old Daddy get some well-deserved R&R.
The elderly need their rest.
Isn't he only 33? We've cleared up most of the cases. I was right about you. Competent, capable. Tell me what you found, if you wanna. Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Well, I certainly didn't expect you back this early.
Polly's amazing. He found my panties so quick, almost like he was the one who stole them.
You have an interesting concept of praise. And? Did you find the mad driver who gave me the 30-foot toss? Apparently it was a doctor from the Mayor Kit's clinic. Mayor Kit's, eh? I've heard of him. Nothing good, mind you. That reminds me, a police car is parked outside the clinic. Maybe something happened? What is this Meerkat's clinic anyway? All I've heard are the rumors. That clinic's been making good money. In a bad way. Bad? Ties to organized crime. The Kentucky family. The Kitakai family. He did that on purpose. Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Meerkat's clinic for their patch jobs. Interesting. It looked like something happened in the park. Ah, a body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern in any case. Right, let's ignore that and find that noodle stand. Whatever happened to professional curiosity? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to the Meerkat's place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering when I get paid. We solved the case of your accident and, found a missing article of clothing. My panties. God, fucking... That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help you with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo, hello pro bono. Ugh. Right back at you. Right, back to the offices to plan our next move. I guess I'll talk to him. Why not? Oh, there's a watch. This cute little watch strap, I want one. It's kind of odd though. What is it? I mean, if you wanted to know the time, you could just look at the phone itself. Hey, you're right. Sharp, Apollo. Thanks. Finally some respect. So what does that tell you? Well, the owner of this phone doesn't think things through the details, for one. They did drop their phone after all. Kinda figured they were a little spacey already. Oh, good point. Edge move. So I have to be in the right offices to go from place to place. Oh, hello. You're the woman from the Kitakai place. Yes. I knew it. Something's the matter, and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name is Alita Talia. I have a request. Request? Your request. Let me guess. Something's been stolen? Your flyer. It says, now defending. So I thought... What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? Maybe you can tell us what happened. Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé. I suppose you'd call him. Fiancé? What happened to him, then? He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? It's the Italian story. So, what's your story? You frequent the Kitakai mansion, yes? Are you a member of their, organization? No, not yet. Not yet? You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son. The boss's son? Oh, so he's a gangster. Yes, but the Kitakais are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change. Quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. I think you're onto something. Miss Kitakai, I like the sound of that. I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. Okay, murder in the park. What happened? Oh, murder, yeah. I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park, near the Kitakai mansion. There's a lot of police cars there.
Apparently, the victim was shot with a pistol. But I hear the circumstances of the shouting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this? What sort of person is your fiancé? Your fiancé is the Kirikai family's only son, correct? His name's Waki. Waki Kirikai. I brought a photo. Well, that's quite the photo. I know. Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute. But if he's the boss's only son... Yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm a boss already of this agency. Please help my Waki, please. Right, my first fellow defense case. Crime boss's son or not. I'll prove he's innocent. I prepared the letter of request. I know you need those. Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime.
Alright, back to the mansion. Ooh, bike now. So this is it. My first murder crime scene. Oh, it's you kids again. Look, you can't find some other place to play?
We're not playing. We're, investigating. Aren't we, Apollo? Sir, I have a letter of request here.
Letter of... Huh? Why does it say hit request on it?
Miss Talia must have used the Kirikai stationery. Excuse me, coming through.
Ah, it's you, Mr. Gavin.
Who's this guy? I must say I'm used to being inspected by the ladies. But this is the first time I've felt this way with a man. Mr. Gavin? Ah, Fräulein. What is a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help? Yes! The policeman officer fellow won't let us in! We even have a letter of request. You must be exhausted standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime. Oh, really? By your leave, officer.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
Aha, very well. This way, Fräulein. Whee!
Hey, what about me?
People Pike. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. Will we see you again? Ask the wind, Fräulein. I'll be riding on it. Who was that? Eek! Apollo, look! A corpse!
What? Hey, it's just a mannequin.
Wow, it sure got me. And might I ask exactly what it is you're doing here? Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here? Oh, this guy. Well, he was really more like a prince, really. He let us in. Him again. That glimmerous fop always getting in my way. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this is written by Alita Talia. Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that? We were here for 30 minutes, what? So, what's up with the mannequin over there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. The body was pulling the stand? So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Skye. I'm in charge of the crime scene. She doesn't seem that happy about it. She doesn't seem happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of my way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case.
the case. Detective Sky. Quiet, please. It's snack time. Munch. Munch, munch, munch. Munch, 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 munch. Okay. We done?
We're not making much progress here. She must not be very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years and they won't give me the position I requested. And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life.
Who's he? An ex-defense attorney? Your story. Detective Sky, quiet please. Okay, so is this for everything? Okay. That for everything. Guess I'll just look around. No messing with the crime scene. But we need to investigate.
Want to be carried out by professionals scientifically.
Not going to let us check out the crime scene, is she?
Hey, Apollo? Very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious.
I think I know what you mean. Kind of hard not to notice.
Apollo, look! That stand!
It says Eldoon. I've noticed. Well, we've solved the case of the missing stand, at least. Though the circumstances could stand to be better. Can I talk to you? Can I, like, I don't present a Tony badge. I am lawyer. Guess I'll leave. I'm starting to remember why people don't like Emma in this game. God, I gotta move one fucking space at a time. Nothing new here. Yeah, I guess I'll tell him about his cut.
Oh, Mr. Eldoon. Hello.
Looks like he left.
We found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl?
Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry. Oh, what a bummer. New Kids Clinic, it's empty. The police must be inside investigating. Things are unclicked now. My hair looks good. Doesn't look too lively. Alright. Yeah, I'm not reading all this unless it's like important. Blue Tart, Mr. Eldoon. It blows in the wind alone. Anything else in the garage? Not quite the match in the century. I might have to pull up a guide now. Cause I'm not... That is the part where, like, oh, we gotta start drawing. Anything new in here? Which, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't know, is this your phone? Ah, you're back. Run into some problems?
Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something?
Oh, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem? No problem. Actually, I got a defense request. A defense request? That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore.
The request was for me.
All right, you're a lawyer, aren't you?
He's doing that on purpose, I know it.
Murder. So what about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually.
Guess what? We found Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime.
Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon.
I think the murder weapon was something else.
You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was?
That funny detective lady won't let us on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway?
A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this.
You know her?
You could say that. Sky connection. So you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. She was still in high school at the time.
That'd make her about the same age as me. That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh wait, maybe you know that other guy too.
The other guy?
The shining prince on the motorcycle.
Prince? Apollo, tell me about this Prince of Trucy's. Indulge your concern, father.
He was at the crime scene. He looked just like Mr. Gavin.
Did he now?
You know him?
My guess is he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother.
His brother?
We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate.
Clavier? What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. And what was he doing out there?
I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Now, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park?
Yeah, the detective woman won't let us.
Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective.
White powder? I hope that's not what I think it is.
Just take it to her. It'll be fine, you'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi.
It's cocaine.
Real quick, I'm just gonna take a quick break. Quick bathroom break and maybe a little snack. Get a little hungry. Oh, it's a good place for this. Bull on over his face. I guess it's right there. It's fine. I need a new be back thing. Alright. Ba 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 ba. Let's move. Where's the cocaine? Where's the cocaine? So this must be the silk top hat Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh?
Whoa! You know what this is? You know what this is, Juicy? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me.
This is getting more and more suspicious. White powder. Dude, we found Phoenix's cocaine.
Let's go talk to that detective. She should know what that white powder is.
Dude, yeah, police love cocaine. Present. Cocaine. Does this ring any bells?
Ah, is that? I couldn't. Where'd you get that?
I bought it from the office.
You work at the Wright & Co. law offices, yes?
Yeah, sort of.
Detective Sky, do you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry, who did you say you were? Trucy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter. What? Mr. Wright has a daughter? You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can.
Oh,
Thanks.
you can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice.
This powder is used for detecting fingerprints.
Fingerprints?
I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright.
White powder memories. I don't like that.
If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, let me know. We'll dust for prints.
Well, she's quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Let's talk.
The report came in late last night. The body was found much as you see it now.
Except it was a real body. But why?
Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here.
Well, what was the cause of death?
A bullet wound. To the temple. He was shot by a pistol. A pistol? Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age.
Unless you're a cop. Or a gangster.
Incidentally, the victim's name was, Palmir Kitts. I just received the autopsy report, in fact. I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling my mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from. A likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know?
Actually, we do know where the noodle stand came from. The noodle stand owner is...
Guy Eldoon.
Who's the old guy?
This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself. He's famous in this part of town. Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kid for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks. What sort of person was the victim anyway? You mean what did he do? He was a doctor.
A doctor?
I'm starting to see a connection here.
What the fuck are you?
Who? Me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene.
Detective Sky.
I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. Oh, were you studying abroad? Something like that. I was studying in Europe. So yes, forensic sciences, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that. Why didn't you just become a forensic expert in Europe? Well, I suppose that was an option, but
I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in a incident before I left. But Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them. Really? I had no idea. If she's been out of the country for a while, she probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current, state of affairs. Could you tell us a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitakai family, yes? Waki Kitakai. I don't know if he's the boss's son. I mean, it seems he is, but he's certainly throwing his weight around. Violently. In the detention center. I see. Why was he arrested in the first place? You are a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his, by any chance. Actually, yes, I am. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow. What? The victim! Could you tell us a bit more about the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is Merikit's Clinic. Merictus? I'm bad at words. Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there. What, you've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. I see, so that means Dr. Merictus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here. That would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me. We can actually look at the crime scene. Blue tarps have been placed around the ground, around the stand. Apollo, I believe the victim was going to have a picnic here. I guess he could have eaten all the noodles he wanted. Don't touch those. Those are preserving the crime scene. Oh, I guess the police put these tarps here after all. This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. A mannequin in the place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed. Do you think the victim was the noodle stand thief? What? You think someone killed him because he stole it? Yeah. Taking care of business. Little plum Kitakai style. Try not to sound too eager about that, please. Bucket. And this is Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand, obviously. It does say Eldoon in big letters on it, doesn't it? And that mark on his paper lantern looks familiar. It's going to be a little weird telling him what with the corpse and all. Anyway, that wraps up 3 of our cases. That's right. Congratulations, Apollo. And leaves us with one case that's worse than all 3 put together. Murder. Ugh, murder. Oh, knife. It's a knife. A shiv, to be precise. Ooh, lingo. The defendant, Waki Kitakai, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh, look at this, there's even a handprint on the shiv. Handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. Right, first choose the fingerprint you want to examine. I don't really feel like reading tutorial. Well, fingerprint, black spots, that's right, pick the one you want to analyze. Let's get detecting. Glowing with excitement. First, sprinkle some aluminum powder on the print. It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? It's like magic. God, I remember when people were like, had to like, their only option was emulators. Because this is a DS game, so when like the little blow thing happened, you have to blow into the microphone as you do.
Good, clear.
But yeah, it was very annoying because you had to like set up weird blow mechanics for like the emulator. It was weird.
Good, clear. Quite impressive.
Match the print. Symbol you can tell whose fingerprint belongs to who. That doesn't sound like as much fun as actually finding the print. Luckily, we have a handy-dandy police database. I have a good idea whose knife this already is. Oh, I guess that's Palmyra Kittis. Yeah, it looks like his prints. Oh, I kind of want to look at everyone's prints. Swirly. Huh. Interesting. 24. Yeah. Comparing. Comparison complete.
Match found.
So, the fingerprints do belong to the defendant?
Yes, isn't it amazing? Ah, the power of science. It's my life. Apollo, she's sparkling.
And I'm dimming.
Look sharp, spirits up. The real fight is yet to come. Chin up, Polly.
The trial hasn't even started and I'm already losing. Anything left to examine? Trash can. There's gotta be a good clue or two around here. You and your trash cans, go ahead and knock yourself out. Please, can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look, another pair of underwear.
Well, Apollo, you're a genius at finding panties.
Stop saying that. Wait, these aren't...
They're not mine. Could these have been stolen too? So, have you met the defendant?
Oh, no.
Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over.
Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints.
Have I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this? Don't worry, it's like a right tradition.
Some traditions I can live without. Oh, is the lady not here? Yeah, lady's not here. I guess go to the right agency. Hopefully I can... Detention center! Alright, this guy, what am I gonna do with him?
I'm sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done. But we still have 3 minutes.
I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. The father's talking in the private room with him.
The father? You mean like a priest?
I mean the suspect's father. Mr. Winfried Big Wins Kitakai himself. Not someone I care to meet. You... Alright, what am I gonna do with his voice?
Hey, you're the one on your way out, old.
They're here. Hey. Whoa, this guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron?
Yuaki's lawyer. Yuaki's lawyer.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm Big Wins Kitakai, 4th head of the Kitakai family. Capiche?
Yes.
The Kitakai family.
Actually, I came to speak to your son.
Mr. Justice,
Yes?
my son's innocence. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it wouldn't be good. Capiche?
Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear.
You gotta do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn through. You'll learn it though, even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life.
I don't feel so good.
What's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like a kid no more, not now. You know, I wanted to go to the clinic. I like it here. I wanted to go to the clinic. I like it here. You must
You must be wacky.
The G's not a G till he does hard time, bizarre.
Bizoi. What the fuck am I doing?
You'll see. When I get out here, things will change.
Silence! My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy.
Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that.
You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me? I don't need no trial. I did it!
I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow.
So much for talking to our client. But we made so much progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun, at least. Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for the trial? Oh, almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. You should come check it out.
To be continued. Ooh.
I'll start the next chapter, but I won't, but I'm gonna end soon. As soon as it, like, gives me gameplay. Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today.
He said his old foot injury was acting up.
Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday.
Yes, he smiled when you said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy.
Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice. I started my voice training at 5 this morning.
Ooh, do some now. I want to see. Here.
Huh? Oh, okay.
My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine.
That sounds more like a self-mantra than a voice training.
I'm fine, you know what I'm saying.
I'm fine, you know what I'm saying.
Good morning.
Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Walkie, don't be running your mouth like that in here.
See, that's the difference between you and me, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen.
You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realized. The trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client.
Court is now in... I'm going a little longer than I thought, but whatever. Court is now in session for the trial of Wati Kitakai.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Ready to rock and roll, here, Judge. Ready to rock and roll here, Judge.
It's him. The guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor? It's Mr. Gavin's brother.
Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking a leave of absence?
You know that little band I started in my free time? The thing is, we got real popular. Hard to say nine to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah?
I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I fear that you might still be distraught over that one trial.
Not to worry here, Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah. How could I pass up the chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It was worth canceling a show or two.
Understood. You may give your opening statements to the court.
Before that, I was thinking, is the air in the courtroom not a bit serious?
It is a court of law.
That's no way to get the crowd jumping here, Judge.
Not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom.
A tongue, baby! Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get on up in order to get down. To prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Pal Mirkatis, director of the Midhouse Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand.
What in the world was a doctor doing pulling a noodle stand?
Yes, I believe. You will only find that out by asking the defendant, right here, right now. Because it's an undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? If you are here to glare at anyone here, Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see.
Very well. Please admit this witness to the court.
9! Not yet. First, there's a little matter to be cleaned up.
Could you talk without the accompaniment?
I swear I could see the guitar for a second.
What is it, Prosecutor Garvin?
The motive, here, Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why did he kill the director of Mirkit's clinic? Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requests to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said.
What?
What is right? They always say that on the stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly?
Well, this is highly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you, son, are the defendant, Walkie, are you?
I ain't your son, old man. You step into a kitakati, best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail.
You gotta hand it to him. Walkie sure has guts. It's not his guts I'm worried about.
Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motive. From the defendant himself.
Yeah, I got carried away and went too far. Do I want to do this? Yeah, it's only 2. I can maybe at least do this testimony.
I tell you one thing, the doctor was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. I was in the clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my op something bad. And then he just lets me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I gotta go in, get another doc to patch me up. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to this pad last night. Know what I'm saying?
You're saying you are one of the victim's patients?
A lot of stuff goes down when you're keeping it real on the streets, true dat. I tell you one thing, that doc was whack.
Oh, very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination.
I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. I was a quacker. Someone had to show him what's what. About half a year ago. Go without a word. See you later. Bye. The doctor patched me up, but that day I done figured it out. That's why I went to his pad that night. But do I have... Oh, I don't have a picture of the scene of the crime. I might need to... Let's just press it. You went to his pad? Did you have an appointment to meet with the victim in the park, perhaps?
You out of your mind? Who makes an appointment to get the drop on someone? I came here to fight my way into that clinic of his. Showed his way to the client from my places through the park. You know what I'm saying?
He's right, that does seem to be the shortest path.
There I was, cold walking through the park, when he comes popping up out of nowhere right before my eyes. I figured someone up on the high was looking out for me. Know what I'm saying?
Ugh, this sounds bad right from the get-go.
Well, there wouldn't be any get-go if we don't get some more information.
Right, first gather the facts. Time enough for it to spare later. As a quacker, someone had to show him what's what. I guess press this. So you were a patient at the Meerkats Clinic half a year ago? For what reason?
I had what you might call a mark of honor.
Could you explain precisely what was wrong?
We had a little run-in with the rival's family. That's when I pulled a jack move. And ran into an ambush. G busted a cap right into me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time, by yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys.
So you were carried to the Meerkats Clinic from there?
Apparently, he was shot in the heart.
Shot in the heart and he's still alive? I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned how to catch them with my heart.
The bullet stopped just short of my thumper. You know what I'm saying? I would have been golden if it went for that whack doc. I can't even take out a stupid bullet.
So as you say, the surgery was a failure.
That ain't all of it, homies.
So I gotta go and get another doctor to patch me up. I guess press that.
So this bullet is still... You know it! I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart.
Your words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something like to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles.
Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. What, J-Man? What no accident, that's for shizzle.
For shizzle? I guess I'm just pressing everything. You figured it out that day, so you had no idea until then?
For half a year, I didn't notice a thing.
What? You had a bullet in your chest and you didn't know?
Takes more than a bullet to bring me down, Holmes.
How many bullets does it take? Oh, wait, didn't mean that. Doc was a quack, she had to show him what's what. Oh, I guess I can just pull up a guide now. I mean, what? I didn't say guide. What are you talking about? Oh, I have to press in all the statements. First of all, the word you're looking for is quack. And it isn't that a little harsh? He's your family doctor.
Who asked you, pointy locks? Just who do you think you are?
Your lawyer?
Look, I ain't trying to hear that. He was a quacker, plain and simple.
By someone, you mean... Was there anyone with a score to settle with this doctor? Besides you, I mean.
You better ask somebody else, Holmes. What do I care? I made up my own mind and did what had to be done. Straight gangster style.
But why were you so mad at this doctor?
Yo, sit back and listen while I drop it, J-Man.
Yeah, I didn't press this one.
What do you mean he just let you go without a word?
What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what.
Sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though her doctor wished to hide this mistake. This is why he let the defendant go.
He's a liar, straight up. He's a better G than me.
It seems that there were issues with his doctor.
Man, putting him down was like doing the world a favor.
Lucky, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that.
Shut up, Apollo. Back straight.
But why did this mistake only come to the light that day?
It was found during the family health checkup.
The family checkup?
That was the wackiest thing of all. All of us G's lining up, taking eye exams and all that. Better to die young than fade away, Bizowie.
A relief to hear.
What's a relief?
Oh, did your father not tell you? That bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you.
What?
Yes, her Dr. Meerkatz had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life.
No way. That's whacked.
There was proof. Your checkup report. How ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this kick started.
Started?
We've had enough of a warm-up act, yeah? Time to hear from the witness.
Wacky sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy?
What the? So, will you tell us your name and occupation? Wow, what the fuck? I forgot how much of a freak this guy is. My name? Yes, my name is Wesley Stickler. By occupation, I take it you as a laborer, as supports of a livelihood, under which definition I must confess to being unemployed. However, we must acknowledge the meaning of identity, which is commonly attached to this notion of occupation, and once we have accepted this reality, we see that our confusion is not just thought, per se, derives from the vagueness inherent as all representative of thou, and
by which he means to say that he is a student.
A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, I am in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in the pursuit of truth, honing my...
Herr Stickler, please direct in said curiosity to the case at hand today.
Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You ask quite simplicitly. I understood the Homo sapiens possess two eyes designed to receive and interpret data, sending messages in the form of signals into the... That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot! The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square into the forehead.
Was there anyone else in the park at that time?
I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not.
The pistol was as our witness refers to, is this.
The court accepts this into evidence.
Pistol added to court record.
Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness.
Yes, Your Honor. Trucy? Why are you staring at me like that? At the witness. That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before.
That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping.
Oh yeah, let me actually... I read this. Will it? Oh, it did. Yeah, cool. Present Meerkat's autopsy report on the 5th statement. Oh, square on the forehead, not the temple. Phew. If that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see, Her Justice?
Oh, objection!
Once is quite enough, Mr. Justice.
Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet.
Right. Look at this.
The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report?
Right, a problem. Problem. Yes, the problem is the location of the entry wound.
Location?
You testified the killer was shot the victim square on the forehead, did you not?
Oh, I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It was quite simple, really. First, understood that when I say square, I was not speak so, but by this, for example, the defecation of the meters, the wavelength of light emitted by krypton particles is all we know. In addition, and the well-known fact that the krypton particles are rare, invisible to the naked, in which the point to the basic fallacy of your line reasoning, namely that what... Mr. Justice. Yes? Was your objection to these, krypton particle things? This is a big time, and you're obsessed with something so small, you disappoint me.
No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a big, less nitpicky problem here.
Do tell.
Just look at the autopsy report. Location of the entry wound was the right temple.
The temple?
The temple. I'm fucking up the voices so bad right now. The Stickler. Mr. Stickler, you said quite clearly that the victim was shot square on the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? It is, right? Finally?
Here, Justice. Oh, here, Justice.
Yes?
Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago. Phoenix Wright, was it?
Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to the testimony.
Hey, her forehead.
Forehead?
Let us imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a pistol trained on the other. What would you do if, your forehead?
Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout stop.
And you, Fräulein?
Me? Well, I'd probably scream eek.
And you, Stickler? And you, Stickler? What did you shout, I wonder?
The victim turned his head at the last moment.
Oh, yes. Thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like an addendum to the testimony as required. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. "Cease this at once, you two!" I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. Oh, I see. You say you attempt to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure.
Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately.
Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it, stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we could see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness.
Okay. Ba-ba-bow.
I just know this.
Wait a second.
Tisk, tisk, another misleading question. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you.
Come again?
Wait a second, you say. A second? Are we intended to wait just a single second? 1/16th of a minute? A 60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone make a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes and 35 seconds...
Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor.
Am I to understand you are objecting to the length of a second?
Yes, I mean, no, here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it.
A common ploy made by all, the more common, I fear, by the purveyance of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints.
Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints.
What was that scream?
The little girl sticking to the university student. There's a song in there.
I'm not little.
Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fräulein? Ed, what if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves?
Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo.
Well, Mr. Justice, could the killer have been wearing gloves?
No way. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some traces of prints remained. Which contradicts your testimony. And if everything happened as you say it did, it wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol.
That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of.
That sounds solid to me. Well, her forehead,
any of your precious objections?
What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said?
Huh? Isn't what obvious?
When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Maki drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Maki threw away. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler. It must be hard to be so perfect, and yet so wrong.
Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. Well, it is indeed true that once in my youth I wrote a song and seized by the teacher and posted on the blackboard for all to see, and a population poem might be perfect by the name and its issue at hand, and... What we can say for certain is that the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this?
Well, if what he threw wasn't a pistol, then it had to have been something else.
At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking.
I'll wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin.
Perhaps you can inform the court as to something else might be. What did the killer throw away?
What do you got there? A knife!
Is that a sword? I saw one of those last night watching a movie.
Great, a sleep-deprived judge.
This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it.
His prints?
This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, the defendant wasn't wearing gloves.
Indeed.
Oh, her forehead. You're forgetting two other things you've just proven.
Huh?
One, that the man, the witness, saw the defendant, Mr. Waki Katakai. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent on harming the victim.
Oh, indeed.
Never underestimate Gavin is the lesson here.
Oh, this reading is hard.
The court is in the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later, his brother left after him. How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if there was a probable situation at all. And yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. Yes. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene, nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else.
Why didn't you chase the killer?
He was, as you say, a killer. Of course I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than aptitude to solve quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we not also know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice?
I better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Shot to call. I'll press that. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance?
It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite, simply exquisite.
He actually looks like he's gonna cry.
At the same 10 minutes.
I guess I'll just press.
Which way the killer went? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran into the opposite direction.
That would mean he ran into the opposite direction from the Kizukai mansion.
Chung didn't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home.
All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. Ugh, how did he know that was where I was going? You were certainly composed for someone who had just witnessed a killing.
If one is to devote one's life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor.
Ah, cool answer. Very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. It looks like she has something to say. Well, I don't know how to talk to her. Wasn't your first thought to call an I already did that one. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes?
I stood in a state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction.
Is that all?
No one came. Nothing happened. At all. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing.
It was late last night. It's not odd to think that there would be few people around in the park.
So he just stood there watching? Not much to go on there. Juicy, if you got something to say, by all means say it. I can't find a single problem with the testimony.
Had enough at last, her forehead.
Maybe it's time to back off a bit? No. Still has some questioning that demands answers, Your Honor.
Prosecutor Garvin, let him play attorney until he's satisfied, I say. I will assume myself by composing my next smash hit in my head. Very well, you may continue with the cross-examination.
Do I have to, like... You'll want to go to a good witness testimony. It's kind of not... The guide kind of is not telling me what to do. I guess back off.
There are a number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves, which wiped the prints off, and after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket. Oh. A small-time punk, in my opinion.
No. No! Do I, like, lose?
You've gone to the end of the line here. No, that can't be all.
How unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me.
Were you, forehead? Well, this brings us to the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Waki Kitsukai.
Eek. Oh, shit. Okay. The Trucy? Nobody move.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you?
There'll be no verdict in this court, not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakais?
The Kitakais? You mean the notorious gangsters?
If you don't want to see me give the pretty little girl a new smile, do as I say. Adjourn the court for 20 minutes.
What? This court will not bow to pressure from the likes of...
Judge, I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess, 20 minutes. Oh, I promise you, you'll regret it. Great. How did he disappear so fast?
I suppose we have no choice but to adjourn it for 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man.
To be continued. Oh, okay. So I was missing a thing. Alright, there we're fucking calling it. Okay. Definitely gonna call stream now. We might be able to wrap this case up in one more stream, but that'd be nice. Anyone I care about streaming? Not particularly. Yeah, I'll just end stream. It's fine.
Alright.
Goodbye.